Yanshao is alive with New Year's festivities. The bustling crowd weaves a tapestry of excitement in the streets. A newly opened restaurant stands. Rows of large red lanterns line the front.
Congratulations on your grand opening. May your establishment be blessed with numerous customers as clouds and wealth flow like a spring.
Thank you for your patronage and well wishes. As the restaurant's proprietor, I welcomed people before me. Opening this restaurant is merely a front, however. Its true purpose is to collect intel from the customers. This scheme isn't something I came up with alone. A voice calls out and I turn.
Our restaurant is now open for business. Would the restaurateur like to sample our new drink?
This wine scent. Is it double treasure from Zhaole?
Correct. 2 fruits that can only be found in Zhaole were used to brew it. The drink symbolizes the perfection of 2 worlds. Using this as our celebratory wine adds splendor to the restaurant's opening and lets us have a toast to our quest for the stones.
The mine managed by Yanshao and Zhaole yielded rare raw jade stones in its first excavation. However, when the jade stones arrived in Yanshao to be catalogued, nearly half of them were switched with inferior goods. Rafayel suspects Duke Zhao is the mastermind behind this, but he lacks concrete evidence. With relations between the 2 nations at stake and an imperial court assembly approaching, Rafayel has traveled to Yanshao as a Zhaole envoy to secretly investigate the whereabouts of the missing jade stones. According to our intel, the stones likely flowed in the Kengyuan Chamber in the Western Market. Kengyuan Chamber itself organizes a hidden black market that sells illicit products. Its location changes constantly, and aside from regular clients, few are able to trace its whereabouts. Following an informant's suggestion, we acquire a restaurant in the Western Market to serve as our base for intel exchange for searching for Kengyuan Chamber. Even though I'm from Yanshao, I have never heard of Kengyuan Chamber before. I'm afraid I will be unable to provide much assistance. But when it comes to running a restaurant, I have read several guidebooks in the Imperial Archives, and they were written by merchants. I know what to do.
As expected of my lady, you're already a knowledgeable restaurateur.
This lamb tastes weird. Who cooked this?
Please calm down, sir. I will go to the kitchen and... Gently tugging my sleeve, Rafayel discreetly moves me behind him.
In Yanshao, lamb is traditionally slow braised with huangjiu to achieve a tender, wine-infused flavor. However, it's typically roasted with salt and pepper and muge. Perhaps you are unaccustomed to our local cooking methods?
That's right. How did you know I was from Muge?
The distinctive red particles on your boot soles are from the clay one can find on the Yunshao-Zhaole caravan road, which merchants from Muge must use to arrive in Yunshao. In addition, your bracelet is engraved with traditional, auspicious patterns in the Muge style.
I will ask the kitchen to prepare a new dish for you, sir. The lamb will be roasted with cumin and chili peppers.
And we'll offer you a complimentary jar of fine wine to apologize. It shall also serve as a gesture of friendship.
You're very generous, and you, sir, have remarkable insight.
You may praise me if you so desire. Staring at my face won't reveal your thoughts to me.
I'm curious, Rafayel. How did you notice those minor details?
It's not difficult. Watching people is akin to examining stones. Shape, color, texture, they convey a certain meaning, and each is distinctive.
Despite everything being in front of our eyes, finding connections between them isn't simple.
It is actually, if you want to improve quickly. Be like me and practice every day.
I listen intently, but I notice my reflection in his amused gaze.
I often observe a little stone that's one of a kind.
speedboard scatters ice, Raphael slides down the snow-covered slope, and he quickly appears before me as he comes to a stop.
This is a wooden horse used by foreign hunters in snowy regions. Step on it, and you can glide across the snow.
It's 2 wooden boards with an animal hide strapped to them. My horseback riding skills won't be of any use here.
Don't worry. If I can teach you to tame Zhao Le's spirited horses, then I can help you tame a wooden steed.
Raphael secures the speedboard for me. Moving back, he guides me forward, and each of his steps lands precisely.
Keep holding my hand as you walk. Even if you fall, I'll catch you.
How could an imperial prince with a precious noble body carelessly offer to cushion someone's fall?
1,000 taels of gold underneath a person's body would be an uncomfortable experience for commoners. But you're a little stone that can't be hurt by hard objects. Using me as your cushion will be all right.
Let's agree that if I'm sprawled out in the snow, you're not allowed to paint the image on one of your fans.
Of course. In this cold weather, my hands would freeze the moment I pulled out a fan.
But before I can feel relieved,
I'll engrave your image on a hand warmer instead. Then I can carry it in my pocket wherever I go and take it out to admire whenever I please.
Oh, you're teasing me again. If I'm distracted, I will slip.
I only slightly increased the speed, but you kept up.
I pay attention to my feet and realize my movements are lighter and more elegant.
Talking to you makes me less nervous.
Are you implying I can put your mind at ease?
That has always been the case. When we're together, I'm not afraid of anything. Wait, look!
Before I can continue, we tumble. He pulls me close as the snow attempts to bury our bodies.
I was so focused on memorizing your answer that I acted carelessly.
Smiling, Raphael brushes off the snow from my hair.
We may have experienced a small accident, but you can't deny your words.
Gathering useful intel can't be accomplished in a single day, thus I observe a young man and woman frequenting the restaurant when I have time. From Zhao Le to Yanshao, Raphael has always taken the initiative to get close to me. I want to show my appreciation for his attention. After making several meticulous observations, I realized that young women often give red string bracelets made by hand to their beloveds. It's a token of affection.
Maybe I should make one for Rafayel. I need to know how big his wrist is first.
For one whole day, I think about the opportunities I could use to measure his wrist.
I just grabbed this off the stove, so it's still hot. Be careful not to drop it.
I pretend to take the plate while reaching for his wrist, but he turns in such a manner that he evades my attempt.
Are you trying to tease me? What if you got burned? Breaking this clay seal requires a delicate touch to avoid damaging the jar's mouth.
Oh, let me help.
I can handle it. You might cut your hand.
I have yet to succeed when the restaurant closes and Raphael and I begin tallying our profits. When one plan fails, devise another. I pick up an ink brush and pretend to organize the ledgers, then I move closer to him.
Oh my! I'm sorry. Oh, some ink landed on your hand. I will help you wipe it off.
It's all right. Look at the stain's petal-like shape. Politeness should be reciprocated. Since I have a flower on my wrist, you must also have one.
Raphael takes my hand and uses the remaining ink on the brush to draw a picture on my wrist. The plum blossom seems to bloom before me.
Now our marks resemble a complete picture of fluttering flowers.
It's beautiful, but it tickles.
His eyes crinkle as the brush continues to linger on my wrist. It's as if he's trying to figure something out, yet his actions are rather whimsical.
You seem particularly interested in my wrist today.
What do you mean?
It's a simple observation.
Fortunately, he doesn't press further and accompanies me to wash off the ink, but my plan to measure his wrist fails once more. Disappointed, I'm about to return to my room when I see Rafayel leaning against the table in front of me. He's massaging his wrist and sighing.
You've been working hard as of late. Does your wrist hurt?
One of our attendants said he was ill, and many customers visited our establishment. My wrist is slightly tired.
Allow me to find some soothing medicinal wine.
It's not that bad. However, it'd be nice if you could massage my wrist.
Those elegant hands with slender fingers reach out. Despite having seen countless rare jades, I think his hands are more beautiful.
Wait, this is the perfect chance to measure his wrist?
I used the massage as an opportunity to measure his wrist and commit it to my memory. Then I soon realized that my actions can be interpreted as intimate caress.
You still need a few minutes?
The corners of his eyes curve upward as he moves his wrist. It's as if he's trying to find a more comfortable position.
Almost.
There's no rush. Take your time.
Once I return to my room, I cut some red thread and start making a bracelet based on a crafting manual's instructions.
Resistance pays off.
I weave the red thread into an elegant knot until an insect's chirps interrupts my thoughts. Suddenly, Rafayel's amused gaze appears in my mind.
Could it be... Did he do it on purpose?
Rafayel brings me to the New Year's Treasure Assembly. It's being hosted in the Western Market. Merchants from various regions have gathered to compete by showcasing their rare treasures and exotic gemstones. Master Zhu, a renowned mineral expert, presides over their appraisals.
I should evaluate stones alongside Master Zhu?
Correct. I specifically recommended my lady from the Ministry of Ceremonial Affairs.
That's not right. Wouldn't it be akin to teaching a master his own craft?
I nervously try to step on Rafayel's foot as a warning, but he sees it and sidesteps.
Why are you underestimating yourself? You're knowledgeable and well-read. You even trained in Jiaole. A rare opportunity should be seized.
An endless stream of precious treasures is brought before us. Since I'm already here, I can't simply leave. I focus on appraising the jewels. Sometimes I marvel at extraordinary products, and other times I exchange insights with fellow experts. Before I know it, I'm immersed in the experience. Taking a short break, I see Rafayel reclining in the seat of honor. He notices me and offers a handful of shelled melon seeds.
You finally decided to look up from that pile of rocks? Are you tired?
I'm not. This has been an eye-opening event. Thank you for bringing me here.
I knew you'd like it. However, I should be thanking you. My seat of honor is because of your presence.
Me?
The purpose of hosting the Treasure Assembly is to create an atmosphere that emphasizes the preciousness of jewels. So, the seating hierarchy depended on the value of the treasures brought. My position here isn't only because of my status. Rather,
Rafayel slowly rolls up the scroll listing the inventory of gems and taps it against my forehead.
treasures are easy to acquire, but it's difficult to find discerning eyes. Without the latter, a person can miss the treasures presented before them.
An incense holder rests before the sitting platform. Delicate wisps of smoke rise to cover a smile.
I gently polished the gleaming pearl I brought, and now she radiates her true brilliance.
Our restaurant is almost empty today. Meanwhile, the one across the street is as bustling as a marketplace. A large crowd surrounds it.
There appears to be excitement. Shall we investigate?
Rafayel and I push our way through the crowd. Apparently, the establishment is hosting a jade stone gambling event.
I can't believe this rough stone revealed such exquisite jade. There are no impurities, and it's of the highest grade.
The crowd cheers and I carefully examine the stone. Then I lean toward Rafayel and whisper into his ear.
Something is wrong with that stone. I believe it was tampered with beforehand. They have gone to great lengths to hide high-quality goods, while placing inferior ones in prominent positions to mislead people.
Look at that person over there. He's working with the restaurant's owner. I suppose he was hired to attract customers. Using such fraudulent tricks is despicable. I'll pay him a visit. Excuse me, sir. I'd like to participate, but I've never done this before. Do you have any advice?
The person scrutinizes Rafayel before speaking cautiously.
Are you sure? There are risks. You'll never know whether a stone has something good until it's cut open.
My wife has always been fond of jade. Both of us recently arrived in Yunshao, and I'd like to find a piece that can make her happy.
The word wife makes my ears burn red. As others look toward me, I quickly put on an eager expression that's full of anticipation.
I see. Then let me share some of my experiences with you.
The individual reveals several stone appraisal techniques as everyone in the crowd nods. Rafayel continues asking him questions. The man becomes increasingly flustered as he contradicts himself and struggles.
Why don't the rocks that produced beautiful jade earlier match the characteristics you described? Surely you wouldn't deceive me, sir. Or does this establishment's stones have issues?
What?
You said appraising stones requires examining the patterns on the outer layer. Yet the ones that were selected according to your criteria don't match your statement. Why is it that the stones you cut open always contain valuable jade? Everyone else can only find normal rocks.
Oh. Are you working together?
The onlookers suddenly realize what's happening and begin talking amongst themselves. The restaurant's owner grabs the man and they frantically run into the establishment. Only chaos is left in their wake. Just as Rafayel and I are about to discreetly leave, someone who's dressed as a merchant stops us.
You two, please wait! I admire how you stood for justice. Why don't we acquaint ourselves with one another? My business also involves jade. I'd appreciate your expertise in appraising stones in the future.
Of course. My wife has a discerning eye for treasures. If you have her examine your raw jade, I guarantee her assessment will be flawless.
Thank you. I lack talent, but I have many connections when information is involved. If there's anything you want to know, don't hesitate to ask me.
Rafayel and I exchange a glance and he smiles knowingly.
Actually, we've been searching for rare stones that are difficult to find in the marketplace. Could you perhaps tell us where we might find some?
The merchant looks around cautiously before leaning in to speak in a hushed voice.
Aside from what you can normally find in the market, your other option is Songyuan Chamber. Keep an eye on the caravan that recently arrived in the Western market. You'll find your opportunity there.
At night, the banquet has ended when Rafayel pulls me to the restaurant's courtyard. A majestic snow lion is present.
The snow lion we sculpted a few days ago has solidified. Once it's decorated, it'll be complete.
I look at the prepared materials on a nearby stone table.
Colorful silks, golden bells. Why is there a tiger head?
I place it on top of the snow lion's head.
It's too small.
Are you making it question its identity?
Rafayel swiftly takes the tiger head and puts it on my head.
I brought it for you. I was worried about your ears getting cold.
Before long, the snow lion is covered in red silk and colorful ornaments. Small bells adorn its back. The sculpture that was plain now possesses a vibrant liveliness.
Shall we refer to it as a general with red armor? It'll protect our restaurant.
Your Highness should be given the title of General with White Eyebrows.
I brush away the snowflakes that sit between his eyebrows. They melt into the damp traces as our warm breaths mingle in the cold air.
I wish New Year would arrive more slowly. If the sun stays hidden, our snow lion won't disappear immediately.
When I see snow in Jiaole, I can't help but worry about the white expanse covering the grasslands. the herds might struggle to find food. But here in Yunshao, we built a snow lion for good fortune, and my opinion of snow is different.
The lion is a symbol of good fortune. Celebrating New Year with it ensures the coming year will bring peace, bountiful harvests, and prosperity for all livestock.
Because I'm celebrating New Year's with you, I believe these blessings will be enjoyed by all.
Rafayel pats my tiger head hat. His breath takes on the form of white mist that blurs his features, but his radiant smile shines.
Maybe we should let the sun appear sooner. Even if the snow lion melts, we still have a majestic king of beasts. And I can't wait to welcome the first day of the new year with you.
At the end of the year, the Imperial Court holds a mounted archery competition to entertain foreign envoys. I sit in the spectator area as Rafayel is among the participants. Banners sway in the wind and hoofs thunder across the field. The competition is fierce. In spite of that, Rafayel emerges victorious. However,
The broken bowstring wasn't an accident. Those people were targeting you.
They're amateur tactics. If someone wants to target me, sending people of this caliber won't do. In any case, we're in the capital. If they truly dared to assassinate me with so many witnesses present, they'd need to consider the heads they can afford to lose.
Indeed. But
the shock hasn't completely dissipated and my fingers slightly tremble. Rafayel massages my furrowed brow.
To compensate for the fact that I made you worry, I can teach you mounted archery. It might put you at ease.
Before I can even respond, Rafayel takes my hand and makes a decision for me. The arrow whistles through the air only to miss its target yet again. It disappears into the depths of the forest.
my aim wasn't bad. Why do I keep missing?
There are no issues with your form. It's just that you're distracted.
With one nimble leap, Rafayel springs onto my horse and positions himself directly behind me. He supports my arms.
Mounted archery requires finding stillness within movement. When you're on horseback, the slightest mistake can send your arrow off course. Therefore, concentration is essential.
He guides me to pull back the bowstring, and I try to follow as we aim at the mark on the tree trunk.
Relax your elbows, lower your shoulders, keep your body stable, and don't lean back. Yes, relax. Imagine you're the arrow. You're ready to fly.
Even the wind falls silent as our breaths intertwine.
Now,
We release the arrow at the same time, and it soars from the bowstring to strike the center of the tree trunk.
you're a fast learner. I suppose you're my wittiest student.
Do you have other students?
You're the only one. I have no interest in teaching others. See? It's not so difficult. Let's keep practicing until you're more comfortable.
Perhaps it's the exhilaration of archery and horseback riding that caused my worries to disappear. I'm eager to challenge him to race.
I need more practice with mounted archery, but I believe my horseback riding skills improved considerably under your guidance. Shall we see who can reach the hill beyond the forest first?
Rafayel raises an eyebrow at my challenge. With a serious expression, he immediately puts his bow away.
I see. My student is eager to outshine me. Since I've received your challenge, I must give it my all.
Yet the results are clear. Rafayel and his horse are like an arrow shot from a bow. It's not long before I can barely see his figure in the distance. I only hear his cheerful laughter that the wind carries back to me.
I'll see you soon.
After riding through the dense forest, we stop on the hillside that's located on the outskirts. Yanshao's distant dazzling lights gleam.
From here, Yanshao looks prosperous. Yet, Beneath all that splendor, a dangerous undercurrent.
Whether in Yunshao or Jiaole, people's desire for peace remains unchanged. So long as someone carries a lantern, dark undercurrents cannot go anywhere.
Raphael's gaze falls upon me, his eyes reflecting the city's flickering lights. I take his hand.
I will carry that lantern with you.
Then we'll be able to light each other's path.
After watching a face-changing performance with Rafayel, he holds up a mask from one of the stalls and brings it to my face.
Did you manage to stay awake this time?
It wasn't as exciting as the play you described to me before. But the masks were skillfully changed. I couldn't let myself sleep.
No matter how captivating the performance, it only portrays stories with other people's joys, sorrows, partings, and reunions. I know a place where we can walk onto a stage.
At a shadow puppetry theater, a white screen is illuminated as Raphael and I each manipulate a puppet. One is a man and the other is a woman.
Is this just a simple romance about a lovely couple? I will follow the script and play my part.
Raphael's puppet bows respectfully toward mine.
I'd like to ask this graceful lady a daring question. Have you developed feelings for me? Did you miss me when we were separated?
Wanting my puppet to strike a bashful pose and cover her face, I look at the script, but the rod unexpectedly doesn't cooperate. After fumbling, my puppet tumbles into the arms of Raphael's puppet. Their necks are touching.
I was unaware of your love being as boundless as the sea.
Seizing this chance, Raphael guides his puppet to embrace mine.
Had I known earlier that our hearts were connected, I would have never let those precious moments slip away in vain.
I'm stunned. Raphael's line was supposed to be, I seek only a bond of hearts with you, not the fleeting moments of day and night.
Why are you changing the script?
You already misdirected our rhythm, so we need to improvise.
I clear my throat and reveal the words from my heart's depths by using the play's dialogue.
Our future together can repay the time we owe each other.
In the flickering shadows, Raphael's figure moves closer. It's hard to tell what's part of the performance and what isn't.
Everyone says there's plenty of time in the future, yet the rest of my life wouldn't be enough for us.
The New Year's festival has arrived, and the restaurant's main hall is adorned with new decorations. Chatting and laughing, customers sit in circles amongst brilliantly lit lanterns. Raphael and I are preparing to close the restaurant and begin our banquet when a fish and loon lantern parade passes by our establishment's entrance.
Loons and fish rise from the waters to celebrate New Year's.
Oh, what a long procession. I can't even see where it ends.
Opening our door to lanterns is an auspicious sign. May we be blessed with abundance and prosperity in all the years to come.
The auspicious hour has arrived! It's time to beat the drum and pass the flower. May fortune fill our establishment!
Drums resound behind me. When I turn around, a red silk flower ball lands in my hands. I freeze and barely manage to give the ball to Raphael as the drum beats stop. The one holding the flower when the drums end is said to have the best luck.
You're so thoughtful. I want to share this good fortune with you as well.
Bells and drums accompany the melody of Suju. Everyone in the restaurant forms a circle. Following the rhythm, they perform a traditional dance from Jiaole.
I have never danced with a group like this before.
If you're nervous, you can hold my hand. Follow everyone else. It doesn't matter if you make mistakes. Dancing is a means to celebrate, so happiness is what matters most.
But I'm worried I will step on your feet.
That proves how our minds are very much alike.
The bells and drums keep the rhythm as our steps weave with the beats. I relax and this moment feels like a dream that's intricately woven by the glowing lights around us. I look at Raphael. The radiance is reflected in his eyes, and his expression from his eyebrows to his gaze is relaxed.
You really enjoyed it, huh? We should participate in more events like this in the future.
I agree.
I thought you'd refuse.
I want to see you be graceful and carefree every day. It's impossible to look away from such a sight.
The banquet has ended and Rafayel and I stand side by side under the eaves. The courtyard is still adorned with New Year's lanterns, the light creating a warm, dreamy glow.
I wonder what the new year will bring.
Each year brings a new beginning, and the coming year will be filled with its own unique beauty. We held a banquet, but at this very moment, we're the only ones here. Why don't we take this opportunity to brew a jar of New Year's wine?
All right, we will make it tonight, and we can drink it together next year at this time.
Rafayel leans down and taps the tip of my nose. The banquet's fragrance of wine entwines our breaths and dissolves into the night's breeze.
I also hope that this happiness will be carried into the coming year.
We gather ingredients from the kitchen, add wine starter, seal everything in a jar and bury it under a tree in the courtyard.
Spring's flowers and leaves, summer's fresh fruits, autumn's fragrant herbs, and winter's stored honey. I gift you good fortune throughout the 4 seasons. May joy always accompany your every step, and may your life be free and not shackled by worries.
In the distance, a drum resounds. We have only buried our New Year's wine, yet I already feel intoxicated by this enchanting evening.
We must open this wine next year together. And may we experience every beautiful moment hand in hand as the seasons change.
After searching near and far, Rafayel and I finally locate King Yun's chamber. Under the pretext of looking for rare stones, we discover the whereabouts of the stolen uncut jade stones. Having gathered the critical evidence about the stolen goods, Rafayel presents everything to His Majesty the Emperor. The involved officials are caught in one fell swoop, and Duke Zhao is the first of all. A thorough investigation is conducted. It's revealed that Duke Zhao colluded with officials for profit and intended to use the incident to sabotage relations between Yanshao and Zhaole. The imperial court is in turmoil, but the dust settles after several days. Yanshao returns to tranquility, its streets and marketplace as bustling as before. Tonight is perfect for a lakeside evening stroll. At the dock outside Yanshao, 2 small fish-shaped lanterns glide through the darkness toward me.
It took me some time to obtain them. I'm sorry I made you wait.
You didn't take that long. Did you choose these fish lanterns?
You were staring at those lanterns during the parade. Is it correct to assume you're fond of them?
I take the lantern from his hand. The soft light illuminates our faces as we join the crowd and slowly walk along the shore.
Rafayel, I have one more wish I want to fulfill.
What a coincidence. I also have a wish, and I need your assistance to make it come true.
I was the one who mentioned wishes first. Give me a hand.
Amidst the lantern's swaying lights, Rafayel holds out his hand as if he anticipated this.
I made it myself. The craftsmanship isn't great, but you're not allowed to complain.
I tie the red string bracelet around his wrist. I feel as though I captured a fish of longing as it swims toward me among countless lanterns.
I disagree. The craftsmanship is exquisite. Your skill is remarkable. And the bracelet is filled with your heartfelt intentions. I shall cherish it.
Wearing the bracelet, he takes my wrist and places a wooden box in my palm. Its patterns are intricate.
Now it's my turn to give you a present.
He opens the wooden box to reveal a red jade bracelet resting quietly on velvet. Its rich, gorgeous color catches my attention as light dances across its surface. He places the bracelet on my wrist, and it fits perfectly. The jade is smooth and warm to the touch. It's certainly a rare treasure.
When did you measure my wrist?
On the day you were going to such great lengths to measure my wrist. Well, Do you like it?
I do. Thank you, Raphael. I'm sorry, I can be a little oblivious sometimes.
He waits for me to continue, but I find myself unable to articulate my thoughts. Perhaps it's because of the intense warmth shared between our clasped hands.
A little oblivious. You're being rather humble.
Oh, what? Is it that bad?
It's all right. I know. Even if no words are spoken, I can feel it. After all, you're my little stone. You're one of a kind and have all the world's treasures. Whether you're a little oblivious or utterly clueless, it doesn't matter. An uncut stone may seem plain on the outside, but it can possess the world's rarest red jade, a priceless, passionate, devoted heart. Others might not see it, yet a true connoisseur with the keenest eye can recognize its value.
Our fingers intertwine and our wrists press against each other. Under the lantern's gentle light, the red string bracelet and red jade blend into one like an entwined thread of fate.
You and I are talented at appraising stones, yes? One glance is all we need to see the most passionate, devoted heart.